One of the top Democrats in the country, we call him Corrupt Joe Crowley, went on Fox News and proceeded to defend Nancy Pelosi and offer no real vision for voters.
How confident are you that Democrats will win in November and take back control of the House?
We're a long way from November. Let's be clear about that. But I'm confident that the American people want to bring balance back to the United States government. What they see right now is Republicans in charge of the presidency, the Senate, the House, and some would argue the Supreme Court. Every branch of government seems to be controlled in some way or facet by Republicans.
But forgive me, that was what voters decided.
Well, look, they have an opportunity here to change course and correction. That's the beauty of our democracy. The House Representatives, every member of the House Representatives is up for election this year, and a third of the Senate. So the people will have the opportunity to bring that balance back. We know that the first midterm election of an incumbent president, on average, sees 40 seats swing in the opposite direction. That's not going to happen on its own. Democrats are not going to win that back just simply by being against President Trump. We need to be for, and as I mentioned before, our economic policies, our better deal, and his war deal are going to become very clear to the American people.
All right. In more than a third of House Republican or House races, Republicans running for those seats have run ads that go after Nancy Pelosi. Here's an example from the recent special election in Pennsylvania 18.
Connor Lamb is a Pelosi liberal. His values aren't our values.
Now, that Democrat, Connor Lamb, won, but one of the ways in which he won was that he promised not to support Nancy Pelosi if Democrats take the House and she's up for Speaker again. Is Nancy Pelosi a liability for Democrats in this campaign?
I think it's more reflective of the fact that Republicans are bankrupt on ideas. They don't have anything else to offer except to go after Nancy Pelosi to win elections. If they think that's a winning strategy, they're completely mistaken and wrong. It's not the winning strategy.
I mean, forgive me, but Connor Lamb apparently thought it was an issue because he dumped Nancy Pelosi.
It's not a winning strategy from Republicans. Under Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, and Barack Obama, the Democrats have lost over 1,000 seats. Don't say it's not a winning strategy. It is a winning strategy. It's definitely a winning strategy because virtually all Republicans are like, fuck Nancy Pelosi, and many Democrats, at least half the Democrats, say fuck Nancy Pelosi, and they're right. They're right. Nancy Pelosi brags about being the best fundraiser. What a weird thing to brag about. I mean, you would think that, if you're going to brag and you're a politician, I don't know, you brag about your voting record. Hey, I've been the most consistently anti-war of all the politicians. Nope. For her, it's, I'm bragging about being the best fundraiser. Now, she's not saying, I'm the best fundraiser, and isn't it awesome that we raised it $9 at a time in small dollar donations? Nope. It's virtually all corporate money. Okay? She takes money from for-profit health insurance companies, from Big Pharma, from Wall Street. So, in essence, she brags about being the most corrupt. And then she looks at the fact that 80% of the Democratic Party supports Medicare for all, and she says, no, I don't support it. So, the fact that he's defending her, I mean, listen, guys, you couldn't craft a worse message for an election as Joe Crowley's crafting here. Because look at his arguments. His arguments are, nope, Nancy Pelosi's not a problem. She objectively is. Okay, she is. She is, 100%, no doubt about it, massively corrupt, progressive grassroots hater. She's terrible, okay? Defending Nancy Pelosi, and also, what was his argument on policy? He said, we need to restore balance. What does that mean? No, as Adam Johnson of FAIR says, nobody shows up to a pep rally to root for a tie, you fucking idiot. And that's what he's doing. We're going to have balance. Isn't it great if we have, two sides, and the two sides win about a similar amount, and then you have this back and forth, and then you make it so that it's gridlock, and then we work together on some things, and that doesn't mean it. It shows you're bankrupt of ideas. He accused the Republicans of being bankrupt of ideas. I think virtually all of the elected Republicans in Washington, their ideas are just wrong, but they have ideas. Tax cuts for the rich. We hate immigrants. Build the fucking wall. What are your ideas? You don't have, we're going to do a better deal. What percentage of the people watching know what a better deal is? What percentage know what a better deal is? probably less than 10. I covered the better deal. I barely know the provisions of it. Why? Because it's milquetoast neoliberal garbage is what it is. So, no, better deal. It's slogans. He's speaking in slogans and cliches and platitudes. We have a better deal, and Donald Trump has a raw deal. Why don't you continue? Maybe we should break down the barriers. Yay! Maybe we should fucking, be stronger together. Yay! You're a joke. You're a joke. And by the way, understand something. We call him Corrupt Joe Crowley for a reason. Joe Crowley is a guy who, when there was a debate about regulating Wall Street in Congress, Joe Crowley left that debate to go fundraise from Wall Street. So that's who we're dealing with here. We're dealing with the most corporate of the corporate Democrats. And he's doing everything in his power to stop the insurgent primary candidate, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, from beating him. He's trying to sue to keep her off the ballot and throwing every fucking dirty trick in the book at her. But we're on to you. We're on to you. Because you don't stand for anything. You don't believe in anything. What a joke you are. Better deal, restore balance. What kind of fucking message is that? And that gets to my main point, which is there going to be a Trump backlash? Likely. In the next election. It's likely. But there's going to be a Trump backlash, and then nothing's going to happen. Even if the Democrats win a supermajority, we're going to get the same shit we got under Obama, which is milquetoast, neoliberal, corporate centrist policies at best. That's what we're going to get. What's the point of voting for Democrats if they do Republican-light policy anyway? So, and then not only that, there will be another Republican backlash at some point because you elected Democrats who didn't stand for anything. So vote for Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Vote for all of these populist left candidates, whether they're Justice Democrats or whether they're independents or outside of the party, wherever the fuck they are. Vote for them because we need to have people who stand on policy substance elected to positions of power. Because if not, we get segments like this, where he defends one of the most corrupt politicians in the United States, and he says he wants to restore balance, and that's his philosophy, which means fucking nothing, and it's a joke, and it's sad, and it's depressing.